Hi everyone, my name is Greta. I'm 7 years old and I'm in grade 2. I'm here to share what I learned in my first quarter of homeschooling. This quarter, we visited several places. Our first stop was Rizal. We went to see the windmills of Rizal and learned about renewable energy. We also saw different types of communities. Our second stop was Pampanga. We only watched from the car how clay pots are made, and we also saw Mount Arayat from the freeway. I read about it in the Tales of the 7,000 Isles. Our last stop was Bulacan. In Bulacan, we visited the Baraswan Church and we also got to taste different sweets. My sister loved the chicharon and I find the pastillas yummy. And now we go to my favorite subject, math. In math, I learned about place values up to the millions, counting money, spending money wisely, and saving. In science, I learned about the life cycles of plants and animals, the branches of science, and how plants reproduce and how they grow. We went to Tito Ian's house and learned about seedless reproduction. I got to experience how to do it. With the help of Daddy, we made my own aquaponics system. In order to help the environment, we recycled the empty bottles. I'm glad to study botany because I love plants. I'm a big vegetable eater. I grow my favorites in our garden. This is my first harvest. These bell peppers. For social studies, I made Bible characters and scenes using what I learned from art class. I made the story of creation, the Garden of Eden, and Noah's Ark. The story of Noah's Ark is my favorite because the rainbow reminds us of God's promise. Never again I will destroy all living creatures by a huge flood. I also made a lot of arts and crafts using recycled materials. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16. Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you? That means you should take care of your body. Before we start class, we have our daily devotions and yoga. Then we do our chores. I also take care of my body by eating healthy food. Then we nourish the mind by reading and practicing meditation before bedtime. This quarter, I learned how to make games and create digital stories. And lastly, I'm learning how to make presentations too. Bye! See you next quarter!